everybody, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi, my name is Shelby or Bippity Bruner, and today we are going to be doing a pin trading tag. I was tagged by Toni over there at the SisketEars to do this Disney pin trader tag. This tag was created by Melissa over there at Geeking Out with MellyMel, and she is a cool, super fun, loving person. And she absolutely loves pins, hence the reason why she would make this tag. I have been collecting pins for a long time, and we will actually be getting into that a little bit later, but I want to show you my collection and the things that I have collected. If you can't tell, I love pins. I actually have two more boards. They're on the other side of the walls inside of my closet, and I actually have more over here. And I am so glad that she created this tag so that I can show you some of my collection. The first question is your humble beginnings. You're going to, I'm going to show you my first pin and how long I have been collecting. I don't actually have my first pin because, like this pin trade, pin tag, I traded off my very first pin. I know, I'm sad. But I did, and I am going to actually show you my second pin that my husband actually purchased for me since I don't have my first one. And it is Alice. It's the Doorways to Disney. And this one I really love. You actually slide Alice over, and the door is very glittery, and you can see like the handle is like a vine. And then you open it up, which I don't know if I can. Oh, there we go. And there is the Mad Hatter pouring tea in a teacup. Now, I have been collecting pins since, I think, 2015. I'm pretty sure it's 2015. My first pin that I ever got was a Mickey Mouse pin. And it was really cool, but I didn't really love it, and that's the reason why I decided to trade it off. And I actually traded it off. I think I traded it off for a Little Mermaid or another Mickey pin, but I can't remember. It's been so long ago. Here is the back of the pin. It's kind of hard to see because my camera don't want to focus, but it is back from 2017, 2017, can't read. It was a limited edition of 4,000, and I just really love all of the glitter colors. I love this pin. The second question is your collector's item. I'm going to show you one pin that represents my main collection, and I'm going to let you know how many pins that I own. Okay, so if you have been watching my channel, you would know that I am a huge Alice in Wonderland fan. Actually, all of these pins right here are Alice in Wonderland, and that is my biggest collection. I am going to show you one of my prized possession pins of Alice in Wonderland. I actually got this pin from my husband for Valentine's Day this year, right before we went to Walt Disney World. And here it is. So this is the Under the Sea collection. It was from back in November 2003. It shows the walrus, and there is the cute, super cute oysters on this pin. It was a limited edition of only 500, and it was back in 2003, like I said. And I just absolutely love this pin. This pin was super hard to find. Super hard to find. Here is the back of it. It's got the pin trading logo tag at the bottom, and then it has the under the sea. I absolutely adore this pin. It actually sits in the middle of the board because it is definitely one of my prized possession pins. Number 3, my Encore. Show one pin that represents a secondary pin collection. All right, well, there is not a whole lot of pins for my secondary pin collection that are authentic. I absolutely love Pocahontas. And Pocahontas doesn't get a whole lot of love at all. Whatever. Anyway, so I collect a lot of fantasy pins that are Pocahontas. This one that I'm showing you is a fantasy pin, and it is definitely one of my favorite pins in my collection. So this is Pocahontas, and oh, it is so gorgeous. It's a gold, and it's got so many colors, and I love this style. It's a limited edition of only 50. And it's the musical moments. I can't remember who made this pin. I actually purchased it from a third party, so I didn't actually purchase it from the seller. So here is the back of it. It is back stamped, which back stamp means like how the Mickey waffling is. The back stamp for this one is music notes. And it says musical moments and then a limited edition of 50. I love this pin. It is a pin on pin. You can see the pin on pin. And I had to have this pin just because of all the polka leaves, because I am obsessed with polka leaves. Just obsessed. Number 4. Home Sweet Home. Show a pin that represents your home park. All right. So I live in Kentucky. My home park is Walt Disney World. I have been only to Walt Disney World twice in my life, believe it or not, and every time I go, I love it. I love it so much. I wish I could be like an annual pass holder and literally go like 4 times a week, 4 times a month, 4 times a year or something like that, because I just love it. So this pin is a pin that I actually got on my last Walt Disney World trip from Animal Kingdom, and it is Mickey, and it says, "What in the world will we do today?" And it's a spinner pin, so you can change it from Hollywood Studios, Epcot, Animal Kingdom, and then back to Magic Kingdom. Oh, I love this. I actually collect Mickey pins, and this is just one of them. So here is the back stamp of it. Oh my gosh, that is so blurry. It has the Mickey waffling and then the little pin trading logo on it. 2019. Number 5, Trader Keepers. Show your most recent pin trade. All right, I am obsessed with this Facebook group, and OhHelloRobin. If you haven't watched her, she's got her YouTube channel. She does a lot of pins. I love her. I watch her all the time. She has a Facebook pin trading group, and anybody can join, and it is super fun, and I participate almost every single month. She has a calendar, and specific days in the month is when you do pin trading, and she does like videos, and you can just join. You won't regret it. You'll love it. Just like me, join. But here is the most recent one that I have. It is a Tigger pin. It was one of the Hidden Mickey pins. I collect Tigger. I am obsessed with Tigger. Tigger's my favorite of the Winnie Pooh and Friends. And I actually have gotten most of my Tigger pins from pin trading on actually her group. So this is the back of it. It is, like I said, a Hidden Mickey pin. This is 3 out of 5. And this was back in 2012. So I love Tigger. Tigger, Tigger, Tigger. All right, number 6, artist choice. I'm going to show you a fantasy pin. All right, now this fantasy pin is my all-time favorite pin. It is the most hardest pin to find. I have been looking for this pin for like, I don't know, almost 3 years now. And I finally found it this year. It cost me a pretty penny, but I'm so happy that I have it. And it is a Alice in Wonderland fantasy pin that you don't ever see any authentic pins of this character. I think there's like a total of like 2 or 3 authentic pins of this character, like in all existence. There might be 4, but I can only think of 3 right now. But it is Bill. Bill from Alice in Wonderland, and he is holding a ladder. Oh, and a broom. Oh my goodness. This pin is super, super hard to find. Now, I do know the maker of this. It is Some Kind of Fantasy. And this one is a limited edition of 50. This one's number 44 out of 50. And here is the back of it. So it is gold. I love a lot of the gold pins more than I do like nickel or black or anything like that. And I love Bill. I mean, Bill doesn't get very much love, and I'm so glad that there is a pin, that represents him in a big form. Like, I think the other ones are like super small of Bill. I actually have one of them. I don't have the other 2 that I can think of, and it's the WDI of him and the walrus in the teacup. I'll put a picture over here. I do have that pin, and I love Bill. Love Bill. Number 7. All right, so this one is a wild card. It doesn't fit in any of my collections, but I absolutely love this pin. This pin was actually like my number 1 pin out of this mystery box set, and it was like the only one that I really wanted. So it is Nessie and her cute little duck. I actually really do love this short. I actually love Nessie. I love the way that she looks, and I love Scotland. So I've never been to Scotland, but I love everything Scotland and Irish, and I'm actually, my family on my dad's side is from Switzerland, so I am part Swiss, and my mom is Irish, I think, but I love learning about my history over there. It's so cool to know. So this one is from the Medieval Magic box mystery set. I think there was like a set of 8 or 9 pins. I can't remember. But this one is a limited edition of 480. And this is the Ballad of Nessie. And this was back in 2019 as well. So here is the back stamp of it. And then the pin. I just love this. I love this pin. And I mean, I've kind of like adopted it into my Merida collection. My Merida collection is like, what, a total of 3 pins? So I just kind of like put it in there with it because I mean it's Scotland and it works. Number 8, members only. Show a pin that's exclusive to a pin trading event. So I couldn't decide on one pin. I love pins so much. I love collecting and buying pins a lot. And this was a birthday present to myself, I think back in 2018. And I am going to show you the whole entire collection of it because I had to get the whole entire collection of it because it came in a box set. I am not a D23 member. I wish I was, but I am not. I would really like to be though. And the only way that you could get these pins is if you bought them from somebody who went to this or you were there. All right. Oh, can't do that. So these are the Windows to Wonderland collection. I actually have the box. I just can't find the box right at the moment that these originally came in, but you had to go to the D23 event in order to get these pins. I'm not very for sure which like shop that they were in or whatever, but these are super cool pins. They are windows and they actually like have like the flower scene, so you can kind of like see like some of the flowers. There's some of them. There is the dog caterpillar, the bread and butterflies, and then you see the tiger lilies at the bottom. But the coolest thing about this is they actually open. So there is Caterpillar, Tweedledee and Tweedledum, the March Hare and the Mad Hatter, the Cheshire Cat and the Tuggy Woods, and then the White Rabbit and the Queen of Hearts. So these are super cool. I had to get this whole entire collection. This was a very pricey collection, but I am very glad that I own it. These were Walt Disney Imagineering exclusive. They were only a limited edition of 250 of these. And here is what the back stamp looks like. It's got the Sorcerer Mickey hat, and then it says exclusive on it. They're pretty big pins. I mean, look at the size of my hand compare to the window. So they're pretty big pins. Number 9. Let's get festive. Show a pin from a Disney park festival. Alright, so I'm pretty sure this is my 3rd biggest collection, or it might be my 4th biggest collection. I have like almost close to about the same amount of Little Mermaid and Jungle Book pins. And this one is from the 2019 Food and Wine Festival, and it is Jungle Book. It's got Mowgli and Baloo, and they're just making cute little, I don't know, fruit kebab things. This is a limited edition pin from last year. Let's see what it says on the back of it. It's a limited edition of 4,000, and yes, it was back in 2019. So this one is a silver or nickel plated. I prefer more of the gold ones, but with it being like Jungle Book, I mean, it's fine with the silver. Number 10. Vintage item. Show your oldest pin. Alright, so this pin I have to be very careful with because I broke the post of it. And I think you can only get this pin if you were at the D23 event, but I really love this pin because I love Alice in Wonderland. And most of my pins that I've shown today are Alice in Wonderland. Hence my biggest collection. Alright, so I have to be very careful, but It is Anyone for Tea. And it pretty much has like all of the Alice in Wonderland characters on it, but minus the flowers. And then dangling off the bottom of it is 3 cute, super cute oysters. I just really love this pin so much just because most of the characters are on it, but also because gotta be super careful, because it was an artist who designed this pin, Richard. I'm gonna butcher your name. Centrid. I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce this. And it was actually signed by him. You can somewhat see like the post. I about cried when this happened, but it is signed by him on the back of it at the event. And the oldest, this is the oldest pin that I own, and it's back in 2001. I really love this pin so much just because of all of the characters and the cute oysters. Love them oysters. Even though I don't eat oysters or any seafood, I don't. I love the oyster scene in Alice in Wonderland. I know, I'm weird. I'm weird. Number 11, Pin Bazaar. Show a pin that you bought on an Instagram live sale. Okay, so I'm obsessed with Instagram live sales. You've probably seen a couple of my videos already of my hauls from Instagram live sales. But the most recent one that I have done is, I think it's, oh my goodness, I can't think of what it's called. I'll have to look back, but I'll put it right here. And I joined her live sale and I purchased this pin from her because I've never seen this pin before, ever. And there was a reason why I'd never seen this pin, because it was like, I think that she said this was either Hong Kong or Shanghai pin, and I just had to get it. I just had to. And it is a Tigger pin, and he's like popping out of a box. But here's the coolest thing about this pin. It's a bauble. Like, how cool is that? So you can see like the little spring right here that's holding it. And it's just unique. You don't ever see stuff like that. I don't know anything really about this pin, and it doesn't have anything on the back of it. It's just blank and it just says Disney. So I don't know anything about this pin at all. I don't know how many were made, exactly where it came from, but I had to include it in my Tigger collection. All right, the last question, number 12, is Masterpiece. Show a completed mystery pin set. If you watched part of my Vlogmas, which Vlogmas was a disaster last year for me, but I did like a event calendar of pins, and I think I only missed 2. I'm pretty sure. I only missed 2 of this collection, and I think I only got like 3 doubles. But I was super excited about this pin collection because of what they were. If you have been following me or personally know who I am, you know that I am obsessed with baked goods. I'm trying to get all of them on here. I'm obsessed with baked goods. I can't help it. My body sure does show it, but I can't help it. And this is actually, I think this is the second pin collection I have ever completed. My first one being the Alice collection, like the Puzzle of Alice. And then this will be my second one I have ever completed. and it is the Mickey's Very Merry Christmas cookie pin collection that was from last year. I love cookies. I love cookies so much. If you know who I am, you know that I love cookies. And the fact that they were cookies, I just had to collect them all. Even though I do not like a couple of these characters that are on here, like I'm not a big Stitch fan and I don't like Pluto, I had to complete this collection because they were cookies. I do plan on doing something very fun with these, like maybe put, I don't know, a picture frame, and put corkboard so that you can see them. I thought about doing that. I just think that it was very unique and creative of them making it look like cookies. The back of them is very hard to tell the back stamp, but it's got Mickey waffling, and it says Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, and it's a limited release, and it is pin trading of 2019. I love these pins a lot because it actually shows, like, I know it's kind of hard to tell on camera, but it's got like a 3D effect to it, and it's just very unique how they made these pins, and I really hope that they create like some pins kind of like this one for this year's Christmas party. I would really, really love to go to Mickey's Christmas party. I think that would be awesome. I love Christmas. Christmas is like my jam. I do love Halloween, but not as much as I love Christmas. My mom is obsessed with Halloween, and I'm obsessed with Christmas. Well, that is all that I have for you today. I am super excited for this pin tag. Thank you, Melissa, for creating this pin tag so that I can show off some of my collection. And I will be tagging two people. I'll be tagging Sarah from Chronically Disney, and also I'll be tagging Christine from MagicWishingStarr. I can't wait to see your all's videos and tag some other YouTube collectors as well. I hope that you all have a magical day, and I'll see you real soon. Bye!